Hello there, this is TENoNickname. Welcome back to another StarCraft 2 video. I'm going to head right back to the bridge. And play another mission. Now, it looks like we have 3 planets available here. Mine half is what Dr. Hansen was talking about in the previous video, where there's apparently disease spreading and stuff like that. Monolith is Tychus's world, and we also have Redstone 3 here, which we don't really know anything about yet, but I'm not going to do that in this video. In this video I'm going to play the mission on Monolith.
The Mobius boys think there's another artifact in a world called Monolith. Supposedly there's Protoss guarding it. A group of fanatics call themselves the Tal'Darim. Now don't get all sentimental thinking these Tal'Darim are your old Protoss buddies, 'cause they ain't.
So, we're fighting Protoss in this video, it seems. We have opportunities for up to 4 Protoss research, as well as a nice amount of credits. I think I know what I'll spend those on. Something costing 105 credits and being an upgrade for the medic. So we have to seize a Xel'Naga artifact, and we don't really know what these Xel'Naga are, but they have artifacts. We'll also gain access to the Marauder, which is a heavy-hitting assault infantry, which is also not only heavy-hitting, but heavy. So let's play this mission. Smash and grab.
There it is, Jimmy. Just like Mobius said. Easy money.
I don't know. There's a lot of Protoss down there. We're gonna have to... What the?
Warning. Multiple Zerg biosignatures detected.
Ah, hell.
Them critters were just hiding underground, waiting?
No idea, but you can bet they're headed straight for our shrine.
Well, that show complicates things. We can't fight 2 armies at once, partner.
With any luck, we won't have to. We only need to hold the area at the top of the shrine long enough to extract the artifact. So we'll land here and cut our way through the Protoss lines while they're busy with the Zerg. It's only a matter of time before the Zerg overwhelm the Protoss. We'd best grab the artifact and be long gone by then.
So this complicates things a bit indeed. We don't have a lot of time in this mission. From previous experience, I think we have about 20 minutes until the Zerg actually reach the artifact and take it, and we'll lose. So we have to break quick. So let's get some SCVs mining and other stuff coming along. We have a Merc compound here actually. I think I'm going to make a medic here actually.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. The Zerg severely outnumber the Protoss forces. It is likely the Protoss will fall shortly.
Well, here's the plan. Then we've got to get that artifact before the Zerg overrun the whole place.
The doctor is in.
Not enough minerals. Warning. Protoss stalkers are gathering at our perimeter.
Stalkers.
Incoming transmission.
I got something new for you, cowboy. Marauders. The latest word in big bada-boom hardware.
I ain't sure this is the best time to be experimenting, Swan.
Best time there is. Let the Marauders loose against those stalkers and you'll see.
So here's our Marauders. And this is why I wanted medics, to heal my Marauders.
You rang? Must be an emergency.
You gonna give me orders?
Alright, those dealt with the Stalkers quite nicely, as you see. Let's go ahead and get that Marauder actually. Actually, never mind. We need a supply depot first.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Now I also want to get some bunkers because we're going to be under further attacks as well.
What's going on?
So let's get an SCV ready here to build a bunker. And I think I'll actually place some fire bats in those. As well as maybe some more others, actually. Shouldn't have moved that SCV out just yet, but whatever. Let's make a line of bunkers like here. I don't want to go out all the way out there because it's more area to defend.
Not enough. Warning. Incoming Zerg attack wave detected.
Yeah, that's why I wanted fire bats. Okay, so let's get these fire bats in there.
Where does it hurt?
I'll fill it up with some other units while we wait as well.
Not enough minerals.
And actually I want to get a engineering bay as well.
Not enough minerals.
For several reasons. I want upgrades and I want turrets.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
And building some turrets in advance now is going to pay off. Because the Zerg have mutilisks. Let's see. Alright, I've got to wait for the engineering bay.
Say the word.
Let's make another barracks here as well. We'll build this turret right here.
I can't build here. You gonna give me orders? This better be good.
These guys can actually stay behind the bunkers for now.
SCV ready. Armed and ready. SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
I want to get a nice mass of marauders as well. Because they're very good against stalkers and other Protoss units.
Depots required.
This better.
Not very good against zealots, but they're pretty good against everything else.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, I'll build a reactor on this to get marines, and I'll use this one to make marauders. As well as one additional barracks here.
SCV ready.
Also, I want to get these war pigs before I attack, because they're quite nice. Also this upgrade,
Let's have a blast.
Not enough minerals.
and I'll build one more turret here.
Yeah.
I think that should be enough.
By the
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Okay, so the clock is showing 8 minutes right now. The Berserker are already making quite a bit of progress here, so we have to hurry up.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Let's see, tech lab here. There, I guess.
Kaboom, baby. SCV ready. Gangway coming through.
Not enough minerals.
Of course, supply depots required.
Additional supply depots required. Add-on complete.
It's go time.
Let's put one more guy in gas as well.
Additional supply depots required.
I'll get a couple of more fire bats for defense, and then I'll start moving out. Do I have it? Wow,
Big job, huh? This better be.
I don't need that many SCVs repairing.
Yo. Ah! You scared me. Bad news. SCV ready.
Okay, can replace
Upgrade
these
complete.
with fire bats.
SCV ready.
I'll just fill those up with fire bats, I think. As well as one over here.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Actually, kind of have to build this in my mineral line, but it doesn't matter that much because I can just lower them anyway.
SCV ready.
It's about to get heavy. It's go time. Don't leave me hanging.
Now I think I want to start attacking quite soon. Let's actually stop with the SCV production now. I'll get the war pigs and then I'll move out.
You rang? I'll take care of it. That's
So
a serious...
that's kind of a long way out from base, but
Ooh.
oh well.
Not enough minerals.
Use that back and repair.
Who wants some?
Now here's a Protoss artifact, or a relic, and those are what give us the research points.
Go, go, go.
Now there's Zerg here apparently. Let's kill those. Also, there's some creep tumors here. I'm going to kill those. Then I'm going to relive this, and killing those creep tumors will make everything here die because Zerg buildings have to be on creep. So if I come back there a bit later, then all of those buildings should be dead.
Gotcha. Ah, you scared me. In the rear with the gear. Armed
Let's start
and
killing these Protoss here.
we could use some help here. Bring it. You gonna give me
And I want to get some more medics out as well.
who wants some?
Standing by.
My one medic is almost dead. Now killing that pylon there made it so that the buildings here become unpowered. Protoss need pylons to power their buildings. Now if you kill all of these pylons, this will unpower the bridge, which is quite nice.
You gonna give me orders?
Actually no, it won't unpower the bridge, what am I talking about? That would actually not be nice at all. It empowers the buildings there though.
Ready. This better be good. Out.
Now,
Additional
there's a
supply
High
depots
Templar there, which
required.
worries me very much. Let's try to kill that with my
Additional
long-range
supply
marauders.
depots required. Additional supply depots
Yeah.
required.
They have storms that do that.
Additional supply depots required.
Killed off those sentries, let's kill off these cannons and get moving.
Base is under attack. Additional supply. Base.
Oh, that died, but that's fine. Turrets are doing fine. Can I say that? Possibly. Never mind.
What's going on?
Okay, let's just spam a few more turrets then.
Here. This better be good.
Now I think these guys should pretty much be dead, so I can go over here
Additional
next.
supply depots required.
Get this.
Your thing.
There's a artifact hut right here if you notice.
Who wants some?
So let's get over here. Oh.
This better be good. Will do.
Few Protoss defending it, but nothing I can't handle.
Forward to it. Been waiting on. You gonna give
Only
me
really
orders?
need one unit collecting it though.
Ready.
Additional supply depots required.
And now
Roger that.
I've got to kind of hurry up to get over here in time. I can call down these again.
Better be good. You gonna give me who wants some? By the numbers, boys. You want a piece of me, boy? Aye, aye, sir.
Here's the next relic.
That's fine. Sure. Been waiting on you.
So let's just take out that pylon, which will empower all of those.
Roger that.
We don't have to worry about the cannons, don't even have to kill them.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I want to gather up as much as I can. I'm actually kind of just going to sacrifice my base. Well, after dealing with this hard attack, I'm going to sacrifice my base a bit, or at least risk it by
Mineral field depleted.
simply leaving it undefended.
Base is under attack. Mineral field. Warning. The Zerg have almost reached the artifact.
I'm aware of this,
Add-on complete.
so let's kill all of these. Protoss have quite a bit of powerful units here, but looks like I'm dealing with it quite nicely. Let's just take out this base real quick so they don't worry us anymore.
Additional supply depots required.
Roger that. Why not? Affirmative.
Additional supply depots required.
Alright, Protoss are pretty much dead. Here's the final Protoss relic.
You gonna give me orders?
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply
Those force fields are a bit annoying. Alright, we reached that checkpoint. Let's bring all of these guys.
Not enough minerals.
And here we are.
Roger that.
What the? And those came alive. Surprise. We should be able to deal with them quite nicely though, I think. They're quite powerful, but we're killing them just fine actually.
Mineral field depleted.
Stone sullets. And we got the artifact.
I got a crew coming down to pick up the artifact.
We got what we came for. Let's hightail it out of here.
I forgot how resourceful you were, Jim. I won't make that mistake twice.
Kerrigan.
So apparently Kerrigan has some interest in this artifact as well. But we got it first, so that's good. We also got 4 Protoss research points, which will help us out later. So let's continue.
That's funny, convict. I don't recall giving you access to our database.
Just keeping up on current events, Captain. Seems this Queen of Blades got everybody running scared. She don't look so tough.
You have no idea who she is, do you, Tychus?
Don't matter to me none.
Well, it matters to Jim. They were close once.
Wait a minute. You're telling me they were shacked up?
Apparently she was something else. Before the Zerg took her. Turned her into that.
And Jimmy feels responsible.
Honestly, if we have to face her again, I don't know what he'll do.
Woman like that, there's only one thing to do.
I caught Tychus hacking into our database, sniffing around about Kerrigan. I don't know what his game is, but we clearly can't trust him.
Matt, me and Tychus ran together a long time. Got in all sorts of trouble. When the law finally caught up, he took the rap for both of us. Never once ratted me out. I got a second chance. He got locked up.
I understand your loyalty, sir, but...
I owe him, Matt. Leave it be.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's interesting. New mercenaries unlocked. New research project unlocked. New research project unlocked. And the laboratory is unlocked. So, let's check out these mercenaries first then.
Down to business.
Hammer Securities. They cost 30,000 credits. Spawns 2 elite marauders with improved stats. Now I would like to get these eventually, but I'm not gonna get them right now because I have other plans for my credits. We can check out the armory first though. Sorry, the laboratory.
Commander, the alien artifact is all secure in the lab, sir. You know, seeing it got me to thinking about my special projects.
Whoa, slow down, Stedman. What do you mean, projects? You doing some kind of research down here?
Yeah, well, you know, not yet, sir. I still need some additional specimens to get things going. Once I get those, we can make some big improvements to our weapon systems and tactics.
Well, I'm all for that. What do you need?
All kinds of things. I've entered the details into our database. If you run into something on a mission that we need, you'll be notified automatically.
Just try not to blow up the ship. Okay, Stedman?
That would be preferable, yes. Looks like this lab is kinda cool though. So we have a Zerg tank going on here. Stedman log, entry 21339. Wow, he has a lot of entries. The recovered Zerg sample is still growing. I introduced a protein solution. Might have been a mistake. At the cellular level, the sample shows strains of every known Zerg creature, and many other strains that I don't recognize. It will take a while to map it all, but I've already begun extracting data from an ultralisk cell. How did you get an ultralisk cell? And I found a spore crawler cell that yielded data on... Alright, it had an ultralisk cell inside it. And I found a spore crawler cell that yielded data on its instinctive threat recognition routines. And it seems we can use this to our advantage by looking at this Zerg biotechnology, I guess is a word for it, and applying it to our own technology, which we can do right here. Now we do not have enough Protoss research points for an upgrade yet, we need 5, but we have enough Zerg research points. So that allows us to choose between these Shrike turrets, which outfits all bunkers with an automated turret. Now that's quite useful. even unmanned bunkers can now actually defend for us, which is quite useful. That's from the Spore Crawler research I think he did there. And here's a fortified bunker from the Ultralisk research he did, which gives bunkers 150 extra life, making them fortified. And as you can see, that it can actually withstand an Ultralisk, which is quite nice indeed. I'm not quite sure, to be honest, which one I want to do. This is nice for them to survive longer, combined with the upgrade I have for it, which increases bunker slots. It could be quite useful, which I already have that anyway. So we have the automated turret as well. But I mean, that doesn't really do that much damage. I mean, it's barely killing Zerglings, so I think actually 150 extra life is better, just so they survive longer. Even though the turret does look much cooler, but I'm going to go for the fortified bunker. Warning! Researching the fortified bunker will prevent you from researching strike turrets. It's made the choice is irreversible. Yes. Alright, so we have fortified bunkers now. Now here's the Protoss artifact. Actually no, this is the Xel'Naga artifact. We've collected 2 parts of this now, as you can see them floating around here. So let's look at those.
I've been hearing strange stories from the crew of late. Unexplained noises, strange visions, voices in the dark. Rumor has it these things are haunted.
Superstitious nonsense. These artifacts are completely inert and they're contained down here in the lab. There is some trace radiation, but I don't see how they could affect things elsewhere on the ship.
Heaven forbid we run across alien tech that messes with our primitive little monkey brains. Just keep a close eye on them, Doc.
Yeah, we don't really know what they are. Now, Hansen also has her marker here.
That Zerg woman seemed to know you. She really rattled you, didn't she?
Me and her, well, we go back a ways. She was a ghost once. Back then, we were hooked up with Mengsk and fighting to get rid of the old Confederacy. We made a pretty good team.
What happened to her?
She was a casualty of war. No offense, Doc, but I really don't like to talk about it.
I understand. If you ever change your mind, I'm here.
Well, that's nice. Do you have anything more to say, Stetman?
We need more samples.
I'll get right on it. Now, the armory. I have something to do here.
Gotta hand it to you, Chief. Stealing an artifact out from under the Zerg and the Protoss? You sure go big.
Yes, indeed, Swan. I want to get this. Medics heal targets 25% faster and use 33% less energy. There is also these, though. Concussive shells slows down units that I hit. This is 25% extra life, which is great, but it's not really that special. I'm gonna go for this now, though. The extra healing ability is gonna come in really handy, I think. And also we have the Marauder here now. 5-4 armored infantry suit. Although the Marauder suit is modified from the CM660 Firebat suit, the soldier inside is very different. 47% of Marauder operators have never been to jail. Only 23% have been accused of murder. Only 23%. That's great. 47%, which means more than half have been to jail, but alright. The Marauder's grenade autoloader is stocked with component parts that allow it to quickly manufacture and load hundreds of standard Punisher grenades. So this thing has 100 grenades in it, or more. Not very safe, but it kills enemies. Alright, what's going on in the Cantina now?
This is Donnie Vermillion live from UNN. Tonight, we're going to discuss the infamous Queen of Blades. Scientists and military insiders have long speculated that the enigmatic alien is, in fact, an infested human.
That's right, Donnie. Is it possible that the leader of the Zerg has a human heart?
More importantly, Kate, could this mean some kind of Terran-Zerg alliance is possible?
Donnie, there's never been any evidence at all to suggest that infested humans retain their free will.
You make a good point, Kate. The question is then, how do we kill her?
That's one I think we all can agree on. If humanity is to survive, the Queen of Blades needs to be eliminated.
Well, maybe Rainer is certainly conflicted on the issue.
Home sweet home.
But he has a cantina and a drink, so that's nice.
Your Mobius buddies ever happen to mention that the Queen of Blades wants these artifacts too?
Hey, they just give me the missions, man. What's it matter anyway? Putting that bitch down would be doing everyone a favor.
I thought it was just about the money with you, Tychus.
Nothing says I can't do my part for humanity and get paid well for my trouble.
Right.
Right. Well, at least he gets paid well. I think that's really all that matters there. Let's see, we've been to the armory, the laboratory, and the cantina, so let's go to the bridge.
Are you alright, sir? Confronting Kerrigan again after all these years.
We've got to stop her, Matt. No matter what she's after.
Well, we gave her a setback today. The artifacts are obviously important to her. I just wish we knew why.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. But that interest will have to be explored further in another video, because I'm going to end this here right now. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.